Dining option. It is incredible in downtown Hartford. We are talking about the Foundry. You may have heard it already. It is now open at 1 State Street. It's part of HSB's group's ongoing investment in the capital city. And right now, HSB Group President and CEO Greg Barats and Jeffrey Lizotte, the executive chef, joining me here on the couch to talk all about it. This is so exciting, and everyone in Hartford seems to be talking about this. Talk about how this idea to open the Foundry came about, Jeff. Greg.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's great to be here today and talk about the Foundry. Well, we've had the building for 35 years, and it's always had a top-tier restaurant in it. Originally, the Polytechnic Club. Later, it was changed to the name of On 20, which was closed during COVID. So in March of 2020, we closed it. And as we continue to reinvest in the building and increase our occupancy of over 95%, our tenants were starting to remind us that reopen our restaurant. So we got to reinvent this whole concept, and we gutted it. We put in this industrial chi feeling there, which kind of resonates from our history as an equipment manufacturing specialist. And also it resonates with we think the local history of Hartford and the culture, and then kind of extending the artistic innovation side, which I think Jeffrey and his skill sets really kind of complement what we're trying to do. So that's really kind of the purpose and the effort behind it.
It's not just about going to dinner. It's an incredible dining experience, the atmosphere, the view. Jeffrey, talk about that if no one's ever been up to that building before.
Well, it's top-tier hospitality in our nation, in our city's capital. So we're, as a proud, local guy growing up in the Hartford area and being able to work throughout the area in one of the many amazing restaurants, and also coming back, having worked at On 20 before, it's amazing. It's there's so much story, there's so much soul in that space, a lot of history. The restaurant's been operating up there since the 80s, so it's a true honor to be able to bring new life to it and create an experience that delivers the highest level of hospitality.
Yeah, you're talking about you're back at that location. You've kind of come full circle. You were there at On 20. Talk a little bit more about how that partnership came together. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've known Jeffrey for a long time. Like we said, he was at On 20 for us. Did an incredible job. He went on to start his own restaurant, Present Company, which we all love as well. But when we got to reinvent the restaurant, and we really set down the parameters that we wanted, the look, the feel, the connection to the community, and to bring this, kind of artistic, innovative feeling forward into the food. We looked at restaurateurs from New York City that wanted to put efforts in here. We talked to hospitality companies that wanted to bring celebrity chefs in, and we interviewed a lot of people in the area. And Jeffrey was 100% the direction we wanted to go. Not only does he bring all the attributes that we think represents our company and the qualities, but he also brings this humility, this creativity and excellence that we think is perfect for what we're trying to do.
Jeffrey, when you left On 20, you opened Present Company in Simsbury, an incredible dining experience there. Did you think that you would go back to that location when you left?
Yeah.
And what was your initial reaction when Greg approached you?
Oh, I mean, I was so thrilled. After COVID and Greg was coming into Present Company, we've always stayed close even after I left, and I kept asking him, what are the plans up there? What are you guys thinking of doing? And he would kind of give me that wink and say, just hold off. I think we got some good plans. And so we were all anxious, as all chefs in the area, because we all have some connection there. It's such a beautiful spot that we wanted to know, what is the future? What does the future hold for that place on the 20th floor? And we're just extremely grateful that Greg and HSB have decided to invest and make that space better than ever. And I was absolutely thrilled to be part of it, to even be, included in the conversation. And once I got involved, I said, I'm in. This is as good as it gets for our city. So
I have to add there, because I would go into his restaurant, and to Jeffrey's credit, he wanted to hold a party for all the former On 20. And I said, wait a second, we're not quite done yet, so we'll be in touch. So
stand by, right?
Yeah, hold off. Yeah, we're not dead yet.
Right. So. I love the stories. I love the fact that we're chatting here about it. I love the fact that you're back here in Hartford. We're going to continue the chat in a few minutes. We're going to be over in the Fox 61 kitchen, and we're going to be doing some cooking, and we're going to get to taste one of the options that folks can enjoy at the Foundry.